Hi, can you hear me? I'm coming to you from the dark corners of our world, a place where every whisper feels like a secret too heavy to bear. Tonight I have a story for you, a collection of terrifying unsolved mysteries that have haunted people for decades. This isn't just another tale, it's for you, for Beth, for Aunt, and for every one of you who loves scary stories that send shivers down your spine. So, if you dare, step closer. Let's dive into the darkness together. This is Unsolved Mysteries, true crime cases that haunt us still. Imagine a cold February night in Haverhill, New Hampshire, 2004. Maura Murray, only 21, was driving along a lonely road. The winter's chill clung to every inch of the landscape. She crashed her car into a snowbank, just barely stopping herself from an even worse fate. A kind stranger, a bus driver, pulled over, asked if she needed help, but she said no, and that was the last time anyone ever saw her. When the police arrived minutes later, everything looked untouched. Her belongings remained, but Maura was gone. No signs of a struggle, no footprints in the pristine snow, just an eerie silence where life once was. Some claim that Maura simply decided to vanish, leaving her past behind. Others suggest something more sinister, a force in the dark that pulled her away. Every winter, when the wind howls over those same roads, locals whisper that the forest holds her spirit, forever wandering and forever lost. In that chilling moment, an ordinary day twisted into one of our most unsettling unsolved crimes. Now, let me take you to Long Island, a place with beautiful beaches that hide dark secrets. Back in the early 2010s, things took a horrifying turn. It began with a missing sex worker near Gilgo Beach. Instead of finding her, police discovered several sets of remains scattered along the shore. Relics left like grim trophies of a hidden horror. Over time, the body count grew to 10 victims. Some were discovered wrapped in burlap sacks. Others were found in remote, nearly inaccessible areas. Even after a suspect was arrested in 2023, questions never stopped creeping into every conversation. Were these bodies left by the same killer, or were multiple shadows casting their dread across Long Island? Every gust of wind on that beach, whispers of secrets long buried beneath the sand and the surf. For those of you who love scary stories, think of this as a reminder. Beauty and terror often share the same shoreline. Now let's step into one of the most haunting mysteries of our time, a story that has not only chilled the hearts of millions, but also left a lingering mark on American culture. December 26, 1996, a day meant for family, joy and celebration suddenly turned into a nightmare. Little John Benet Ramsey, a 6-year-old beauty pageant star, was found in her own home. There was the infamous ransom note placed on the stairs, a note laden with cryptic messages and accusations as if conjured by some unseen force. The investigation was a haphazard maze of missteps and media frenzy. Her parents insisted on their innocence, yet rumours and suspicions swirled endlessly around them. Every detail, right from the glitter of her costume to the staging of the crime scene, raises more questions than answers. Was it an intruder, a family member, or something else entirely, a shadow hidden in plain sight? Even after all these years, the mystery of Jean Benet's death continues to disturb, like an echo reverberating through time. Listen closely and you might just feel her silence in the cold air of winter nights. Let's now travel to Circleville, Ohio, a town that seemed too perfect to harbour secrets until it didn't. Starting in 1976, residents began receiving bizarre, anonymous letters. At first, they were just odd messages filled with cryptic hints of hidden truths, but soon the letters grew darker. filled with accusations, threats and damning secrets that seemed to tear the very fabric of the community apart. They named names, pointed fingers, and revealed secrets that many thought would remain buried forever. One man suffered so deeply from the relentless torment that his life unraveled completely. His family, his trust, and even his sanity shattered under the weight of those words. Authorities eventually arrested a suspect, hoping that would be the end. But the letters continued, as if written by a ghost with a score to settle. Imagine receiving a letter that knows everything about you, your deepest fears, your hidden mistakes, and the terror of not knowing who is behind it. In every creaking floorboard and dimly lit hallway, residents whispered that the spirit of Circleville had many eyes and one malevolent pen. For all the fans of scary stories, this remains a puzzle wrapped in a nightmare that refuses to fade away. And then there's the Zodiac Killer, a name that alone can freeze you in your tracks. In the late 1960s, a killer began terrorizing the streets of San Francisco, leaving behind a trail of blood, cryptic letters, and uncracked ciphers. He chose his victims randomly, often targeting unsuspecting couples in secluded areas, and then sent letters taunting the police and the public. Signed simply with a bizarre symbol, a circle intersected by a cross, he declared his existence with chilling bravado. His ciphers, some of which remain unsolved, are like twisted puzzles designed to keep his identity hidden. Despite endless investigations, modern DNA breakthroughs, and countless tips from across the country, the true identity of Zodiac remains shrouded in mystery. Some say he's long dead. Others whisper that he might still be lurking in the shadows of modern society. Every time a new document or unsolved cipher comes to light, a knot tightens in the hearts of those who remember his reign of terror. For anyone who craves a scary story that digs into the very soul of fear, the Zodiac Killer is a reminder that evil often lurks unseen, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. These cases, they aren't just headlines or old news. They're memories etched into the minds of those who can't forget. Each unsolved mystery is a reminder that some stories stay open, haunting every corner of our society. Sometimes, when I close my eyes at night, I hear the whisper of cold wind and subtle laughter coming from the dark. Maybe it's just my imagination. Or maybe, just maybe, these stories are calling out for someone to put the pieces together. It's human nature to crave closure. We need answers, a final word to put our restless minds at peace. But what if some mysteries are meant to linger in the dark? For every question that haunts us, there's an infinite number of theories, possibilities, and dark turns yet to be explored. Maybe the thrill comes not from the answers, but from the chase, the constant wondering if one day we might uncover the truth. To all of you who share this love for scary stories, for Beth and Aunt, and for everyone who finds beauty in the macabre, remember sometimes it's the unsolved that remind us of our vulnerability, of the shadows that live just beyond the flicker of our lights. Before we end tonight's journey, take a moment to listen. Listen to the silence between heartbeats and the questions that gnaw at your mind. Each one of these mysteries, Maura Murray, the Long Island serial killer, John Benet Ramsey, the Circleville letters, the Zodiac Killer, reminds us that sometimes the truth is more terrifying than fiction. They're open wounds that have never fully healed. And in every dark corner, they're waiting for someone, anyone, to finally uncover what really happened. So if you dare, keep searching, keep questioning the shadows. For every answer found is a small victory against the darkness, and every mystery left unsolved is a testament to the haunting unknown. Thank you for spending these moments with me. If you enjoyed this dive into true chilling horror, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember that don't trust the silence in the dark. It might be more than just quiet. Good night and stay safe out there.